and for the kind of climate, environment, and economic opportunities you want all of them to provide. And the only way that we'll succeed is by doing it the old-fashioned way, getting them out to vote. So after all the money that's been spent and everything that goes down, it all comes down to the next several days in getting the vote out. And I'm so pleased and honored and grateful for the endorsement of the working families. But endorsements are great. But it's your work and it's your commitment in the community that in fact will make this difference on several fronts. You know, because you've heard it all the time. You know, people are hurting in this economy. And frankly, they've become turned off to the spigot of money and therefore all the information, or I dare say misinformation, and negativity. On both sides, unfortunately, I have to say, to be honest. But you have the opportunity to make that connection and make a difference in people's lives. This midterm election is really, if you look back, and I believe historically it'll be written this way, that the election for 2012 was kicked off by Mitch McConnell in the Senate in February of 2009. And they set out with an agenda to block the president, and that has been their goal. More than 459 bills that have passed the House of Representatives are stuck in the United States Senate. They use something called the cloture vote, and also the secret hold, which means that any senator, Tom Coburn, Jim DeMint, can put a hold on any bill and stop it from going forward. And when you look at the education bills that are blocked there, when you look at the jobs bills that have been blocked there, including all jobs as they relate to innovation, science, and technology that we passed up with Science and Education Committee, the infrastructure bill that we passed in December of 2009 that would be employing millions of Americans in rebuilding our roadways, our airports, our rail, our harbors, but also providing the broadband for our schools and lighting up the desktops and blackboards of our teachers, keeping our community colleges open at night and on the weekends for additional training, providing greater amounts of money for Pell Grants and other educational opportunities so people can get the kind of training that they need. And then innovative small business opportunities where entrepreneurs and those who have come up with a good idea in their basement or on their kitchen table have the wherewithal and the backing and the money to go out and make their fortune and create the American dream. We have a party that, if they take over, has already produced a playbook. Their playbook is very simple. Privatize Social Security, end the guarantee of Medicare, block grant Medicaid, and if you read through it carefully enough, it also says treat all medical benefits for people age 55 and under as ordinary income, and therefore it would be subject to tax, which would create more revenue. That's their idea of how they're going to balance the deficit created by George Bush. It amazes me along this campaign trail that people have developed amnesia about how we got to where we were. Between March of 2007 and February of 2009, the nation, meaning you and I, lost $17 trillion in personal wealth and assets. Mortgages underwater or lost or foreclosed on. Jobs that were lost. 401ks that became 101ks. All this, and they want to go back to the Bush days. We were losing 800,000 jobs a month when Obama became president. and he has continually reached out to the other side.